Hi guys, I'm Zain Raza, and in this video I'll be teaching you how to implement the storei instruction using a two-word format. Now before watching this video you might have come across a video where the storei instruction has been implemented using a one-word format. But this video is a bit different and hence the RTLs will be a bit different too. So let's start with the video. So the format which we have been provided with is 64k into 16, and we have also been told the number of instructions which is equal to 64. Now as we know that the opcode depends on the number of instructions, so we can calculate the bits required for the opcode using this figure right here. So we have to take a power of 2 such that it can easily accommodate this figure. So 2 raised to the power 6 is 64, so the opcode will be of 6 bits. Now this 64k will tell us how many bits we need for the address. So we'll split this 64 and this k into powers of 2, 2 raised to power 6 into 2 raised to power 10. And since the bases are the same, the powers will be added, 2 raised to the power 16. And this 16 will tell us how many bits we need for the address. So we need 16 bits for the address. So moving on to the size of registers, PC and MAR are address registers. So their sizes depend on the size of our address. So since the size of our address in this case is 16 bits, so the size of PC and the size of MAR will be 16 bits each. The size of MBR, AC and IR will depend on this thing right here. So let me tell you a bit about this format, what this actually means. So this 64k means that we have 64k locations in our main memory. 64k equals almost, if I'm not wrong, 65536. So we basically have 64k locations in our main memory, and the size of one location out of all those locations is 16. Right guys? So I might be using the word slot instead of location in this video. So don't get confused there. A slot means a location and a location means a slot. And it can even be called a word. So all three terms are usable. So the format. So as I told you in the beginning of this video that this video is a bit different and I'll be using a two-word format. So I've taken a slot of 16 bits because our word size is 16, and I've allocated the first 6 bits for the opcode. 0 to 5, 6 bits have been allocated for the opcode, and now I want to place my address in here, but I cannot place it because you may have noticed that I've got only 10 bits that I can use here. So I'll take a new slot and I'll place the address there, and these 10 bits will remain unused. So I'll just label them as unused and it will remain unused. Yes. So there you go. I've used 2 slots here, and that's it guys. So now coming to the highlight of this video, the RTLs for storei. Before I move on to the execution part, I'll tell you a bit about the fetch cycle so you can understand everything in a better way. So the PC contains the address for the next executable instruction. So this address is sent to MAR, which is directly linked to main memory. Main memory is accessed, and the contents at this address are sent to MBR. Why it is sent to MBR and why it isn't sent directly to the IR? Because we need a buffer register before we send it directly to the IR, and MBR is a buffer register, so we send this machine code to MBR, and then this machine code is sent to IR. After that we increment the PC. Why are we incrementing the PC by 2 and why are we not incrementing the PC by 1? So basically when the format is word addressable, we increment the PC by 2, and when it is byte addressable, we increment the PC by 1 and we send it back to the PC. So your word size can be different. So it could be PC plus 2, PC plus 4, and so on. So it's not a hard and fast rule. It really depends on your word size. But since our word size here is 16, so we'll be using PC plus 2. Now comes the execution part. Now there's a rule of thumb here that you should remember, that whenever you're using 2 slots, the address always comes from the PC. It doesn't come from the IR. And in this case, the PC holds the address of the slot. The address of the slot is sent to MAR. Memory is accessed, and at this address, the address of the pointer is stored. Pointer address, as I have written here, it is sent to the MBR. Then MBR is sent back to the MAR. Memory is accessed again, and at the address of this pointer to a variable, the address of variable is stored. Let me repeat that. In this PC, the address of the slot is stored. This is sent to the MAR. Memory is accessed, and the contents are sent to the MBR. Now the MBR holds the address of the pointer to a variable. So this address is sent again to MAR, and memory is accessed again, and the contents are sent to MBR. This MBR still holds an address. The address is of the variable. The address of this variable is transferred to the MAR so that it is stored there, and we can use it later on for storing the contents that we want to store. So the thing that we want to store, the data, comes from the AC. This data is transferred to MBR, and from the MBR it is stored at this location right here. Memory is accessed and it is stored here. It is written to this location. PC is incremented again at the last step, and I'll tell you why. When we incremented the PC, we came here, and we have to increment the PC once again so that it points to the next location. Now it is not our concern what the next slot holds, but we have to increment the PC to tell our system to move on to the next slot. So I'll implement it in wombat so that you may understand it in a better way. So I'll go to the machine instructions. I'll make the storei instruction here. The format is really easy, as I told you before. Opcode 6 bits, unused 10 bits, and the address. So I'll just drag and drop the RTLs. PC to MAR, memory is accessed, MMAR to MBR, again MBR to MAR, MMAR to MBR, and MBR to MAR. Now here the address of the variable is stored. Now we send the data from the AC to MBR, and the data is stored at this location at MAR, and we increment the PC and we end it. And that's it, guys. The storei instruction has been completed, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you understood everything you wanted to. So it's really easy. Just go through the video if you don't understand it, and just have a good time, and try to just take it easy, because it's not really that hard. It just takes a bit of your mind, and it's really easy, as I implemented it right in front of you. So don't be scared of it. It looks a bit scary in the beginning, but it's really not. So thank you for watching the video. I hope you really liked it.